She's a Clickhole contributor. If you're not already a fan of Clickhole, what the fuck are you doing? It's awesome. All right, coming up next, I'm very excited to have her here. Yeah, this is going to be fucking fantastic. I already know this story, and it's so good. You can see her perform at the Second City. Give it up for Alexa Schlosser!
I hadn't planned on calling my ex-boyfriend while I was naked in the bathtub, desperately asking for him to come over mere days after he broke up with his most recent girlfriend. But that did happen. It was a Monday evening, which is like a perfect occasion to take a relaxing bath. And my favorite place to eat frozen pizza and watch Intervention on my iPad. I was single and living alone at the time. Yes, a role model. And when you're single and live alone and you're taking a bath, there's no real reason to get dressed after you get out. There's no one there to see you. So, I was just walking around the apartment and then, just doing some self-care. I went back to the bathroom and I was like, I'm going to use a Q-tip, even though I know you're not supposed to put those in your ears. I didn't. And but I dropped the Q-tip on the ground, and so, I'm bending down to pick it up. I pick it up, and then I hit my head on my medicine cabinet. I'm still naked. I hit my head on my medicine cabinet, and it hurt a little bit, but not a ton. Hey. Not a ton, just a little. And I put my hand to my head, and I brought it down, and it was full of blood. Just full of blood. So I was like, not good. But I need to discover what's going on back here. So I, tried to search for the hole in my head to see if it was bad. And I couldn't find it because there was too much blood. So I was like, this is not good. I started to panic because I was like, I would rather die than get blood on my bath mat and towels. No, thank you. So I grabbed the one thing I didn't really mind getting dirty, which was a leftover washcloth from an ex-boyfriend who refused to use a loofah. Refused. So I tried to put that on my head to staunch the bleeding, and it just filled with blood. So I was like, you know what, this is not working. I'm going to go in the one place where I don't think is going to make a mess. So I crawled back into the bathtub. It was empty. So I crawled back in the black bathtub, and I just laid there, and I was like looking at the Jackson Pollock painting on my body. And I gave myself a pep talk. I was like, Alexa, if you die now, you die having done the thing you love most. Eating in the bathtub. And at least you shaved, so when they find your body in 4 days, yeah, they're going to find out how knobby those knees are. Very knobby. But they're not going to see half-inch leg hair, so you're going to gain some respect. That's about when I passed out. And when I woke up, I refuse to use the phrase came to, because the only thing I come to is D'Angelo's How Does It Feel music. And now I'm distracted. Okay, so when I woke up, I felt awful. I felt no better. So, I was like laying there and I was like, okay, I gotta figure out what to do at this point. So I cycled through and then quickly shot down 3 different options. I could continue to lie there, but, I might die. I could yell for neighbors, but I hate yelling and I hate neighbors. Or I could tweet a cry for help, but what if it only gets 1 or 2 faves? So I decided to call my ex-boyfriend. He was the only one with keys to my apartment, and he's seen me naked plenty of times. He knew about the knees. Plus, I just wanted him to see how well I was doing without him. So I called him up. I was real casual about it. Hey, what's up? Not much. Cool. I'm chilling. I'm bloody. I'm full of blood. He came over immediately, and when he got there, I realized how bad of a situation it was by the ugly face he made. And I was like, okay, this is bad. And he was like, we need to call 911 immediately. And my very weak body suddenly became very strong with the opinion of, that costs too much. No, we're not doing that. But I lost that battle because I was still bleeding profusely. And soon, my apartment was filled with the type of men who, under normal circumstances, would not be found in my apartment. They were beefy and loud and white. And they... And they had, thick Chicago accents and thicker mustaches. And I was like, NBC's hit show Chicago Fire is not based on these dudes, and I refuse to be saved by them. And they didn't really want to save me either. They were just like interested in like hanging out with each other. Hey Steve, what's up? I'm glad the camaraderie is running so high among this first responder personnel in my home, but I kind of was like, someone to pay attention to like the bleeding parts of me. Finally, someone did come over and like ask me, like, has this ever happened to you before? Has this ever happened? Like which part? I eat pizza in the bathtub a lot. But anyway, that must have been like a sad answer, but not like a suicide sad answer, because they didn't ask me any more questions. They just like brought out this rickety old wooden wheelchair and were like, get in. And I got in, and they like brought me down 3 flights of stairs and threw me into an ambulance, and I kind of felt like Jason Street from Friday Night Lights, like on his way to a party. I was like, yeah, I might be paralyzed, but I'm drinking tonight. So anyway, the ambulance drove me a few blocks, just literally a few blocks, like walking distance, to the hospital. And apparently, like, if you're bleeding from the head, that's like an emergency room VIP card, because I was ushered to the front like a celebrity. I was like, sorry people who look like they've suffered their whole life and waited in this room for half of it. So they brought me into a room, and they were like, just wait around in here. And it's like, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no self-service, it was terrible. And finally a nurse came in, and she was like, all right, you need a CAT scan. I was like, a CAT scan? That's more expensive than an ambulance. We can't do this. I lost that battle too. And so she put me in another wheelchair, not wooden this time, thank you. And she was like, okay, we're gonna wheel you to a CAT scan. And then she turns me down a hallway, and this like hallway is littered with peanut shells. What? And then like down the hallway a little further was this woman bent over picking up the peanut shells. She had a thong halfway up her back, and I was like, all right, did I hit my head that hard? Am I in a Texas Roadhouse restaurant chain in the suburbs? Because I would like that more. That would mean I have shrimp poppers on the way. I love shrimp poppers. But no, it was just a CAT scan, just a regular CAT scan. And so she, I got the CAT scan, whatever. They brought me back to the room, and she was like, all right, you're gonna wait here. The doctor's gonna come back with your results. I was like, cool, I can wait here. There's literally nothing to do, but I'll just wait here. And I was just thinking about all the bizarre things that had been happening in the past like hour, and then suddenly, off in the distance, like in an adjacent room, I hear a theme song to yet another hit NBC show. This time, ER. I was like, I nearly flipped my lid. I was like, I'm watching ER right now. It is not streaming anywhere, and I know that because I check it very often because it is a great show. Do you guys remember when Dr. Carter got stabbed and then he became a drug addict? It's a great show. But that was very quickly interrupted because someone answered their phone. It was a ringtone! Someone just was like, hello? And I was like, okay, what's going on now? It could have been only one or two people. It could have been a patient or a doctor. But if it was a patient, and you wouldn't just say hello if you answered the phone and your ringtone was the ER theme song. You'd say, hey, oh my god, this is so crazy. I'm actually in the ER right now, and it's so crazy you called because my ringtone is the theme song to ER, and isn't the world a crazy, crazy, crazy little place? But that is not what they said. They just said hello. So that means it was not a patient because people recognize coincidences, and he didn't. It must have been a doctor, but if it was a doctor, you're a sicko. You walk in the ER, you got the ER theme song as your ringtone. This is messed up and it's not okay. But I was very upset about all this, and then all of a sudden in walks my doctor, and I could tell he was the one with the ringtone because he was very jovial, and he was just like, your CAT scan results are back, and you know what? You're fine. And I was like, great. And then he was like, but we're gonna put like 4 or 5 staples in your head. And I was like, staples? I mean, I love office supplies. I work in an office, but I'm not making it my ringtone. This lunatic, this rascal, I hated him. He had the audacity to say, he wanted to tell me a joke. He was like, you know, with these staples in your head, you're like Frankenstein just in time for Halloween. And I was like, no, you're Frankenstein. And he was taken aback, but everyone knows I'm right. Frankenstein was the scientist, and I'm the monster! That's all, guys. Thank you.
All right, you guys, let's give it up one more time for Alexa.
Questions? Any questions at all? We got one right here.
Did you ever find out where all those peanut shells came from?
No! I don't know what the hell happened. Just peanut shells, then Miss Owen picked them up.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
And we got one from Fran as well.
I gotta know your favorite ER character.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. It was Dr. Carter, actually.
Okay.
Or the woman with this woman. She had a disability.
Did you ever put clothes on you before you went into the ambulance?
They did. Well, actually, so what happened was my sweet ex-boyfriend, he said, I'm putting a towel on you before these guys come in. I said, thank you.
Right here.
Do you forgive the guy who interrupted your set?
That was you. And no.
One last question right back here.
What is your preferred pizza brand? Frozen pizza brand?
Oh, you know what? So I'll tell you what. So, you know, some people might disagree on this, but I hate DiGiorno. Get it out of here. No, I hate it. As people hate it. Okay. I like, Mariano's. They've got a nice little generic brand they've got. It's a rising crust. It's like DiGiorno, but it's not quite DiGiorno. It's better.
Do we have some live art, or do you need Oh, awesome. All right, you want to hold this while I show you what we're dealing with here?
All right, we've got oh, that's you. We got a full breakdown of the situation here. You are in the tub, having a pizza night. The water is blood in this situation. An arrow has been sure to make us for sure on that the water is blood. You are the monster. If you die now, you die doing what you love, pizza in the tub. And then there's just a bunch of rabbits watching you. Oh, cats. Oh, it's a cat scan. She's being scanned by many cats. All right, you guys, we can keep going for Alexa. What you think she's trying to say? Yeah! All right, you guys, let's applaud Alexa off the stage here. All right, we have just 2 performers left for you guys tonight. Are you guys still having fun? We still having a